Hello. I really like doing these little kind of over the shoulder things. Stellarium is such a cool piece of software. I think if you haven't got it, you try and get it on your mobile phone, or at least on a laptop, or even better still on a big desktop like this, because it actually makes astronomy far more interesting, because you can at a glance see what's going on in the night sky. And if you don't like all these lines, you can just switch them all off. So if you don't want all that stuff, you can just get that, and you can even switch off all the stuff to do with galaxies and planets and whatnot. I like to see what's going on, so I have all this stuff on, and you can even put these kind of like fictitious kind of, give you some idea of what these constellations are supposed to look like, because it is a bit of a nonsense, isn't it? But it doesn't matter. What's really interesting is the objects themselves. So that kind of rectangle there that's kind of flashing slowly in and out, that's what I'm imaging. That's a bit of the night sky I'm imaging at the moment, which is quite cool. So there's always a lot going on, but there's a lot you can't see with the naked eye that the Astro camera can. And so what I'm going to try and do is try and get this whole object before I go to bed. I don't know if it will, because the way the telescope or the camera moves, it moves a little bit at a time, as you've seen from the overlap of the photographs, and then it stitches them together. So it does a lot of duplication of areas just to improve the quality of the signal. But that's what I'm looking at the moment. And this whole area's got loads of nebulosity in it, lots of hot ionized gas from hot young stars, which are spewing out ultraviolet radiation that slams into the interstellar gas and makes it get so hot that it becomes ionized. So it's like plasma, baby. So it's just really, really cool. And what I'll try and do over the next few days is give you a bit more information about these nebulae and these stars here and so on, and the history of them as well. Because I think actually the other thing that's really fascinating about astronomy is the history associated with all these discoveries, how they came to find out where they are and what they are and how far away they are is all really cool stuff. So that's above Jupiter right now, and it's going to be around for most of the rest of the night. And right down there's all these other beautiful objects like the Orion Nebula, which is one of my favourite all-time objects. I mean, that is such an incredible object to look at. Even with the naked eye, you can see it very dimly. You can see the Orion's belt, and there's this faint fuzzy blob below it, which actually is a very, very, again, very hot ionized gas. So have a look. The moon's still very, very pretty at the moment. I never get bored of looking at the moon. It's such an incredible object, even though it's like just dust and rock. It is very, very pretty. So do get outside, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Look up at the night sky and begin to ask yourself what's going on. And the great thing about Stellarium is you can move it around the sky, and it will know where you are and actually tell you what's going on. So highly recommend you have a go, and just enjoy the night sky when it is clear like this, because it isn't clear that many nights in the year, is it, in Bristol? Anyway, enjoy your evening.